Hello everybody and welcome to another edition of Drew's Food Reviews. And today I've got another episode of Classic Candy Corner. This one's a little bit classic candy corner with a little bit of a twist. Just because the candy is classic but the flavors are fairly new. They also have other ones out there with all the original classic ones. And I thought I would try this because it does actually have some of the classic candies in there. I found this at Walmart. I think it was only, it was like $2 or something a bag. But I wanted to give it a try because some of these flavors in there I haven't tried, or I might have tried them once because they're fairly newer. And I know everybody knows out there, they know the good old Jolly Rancher. Jolly Rancher hard candy. And I believe the original one was sour apple, watermelon, I believe cherry. Somewhere along the line they got peach, and then I think they started throwing in a blueberry and some other ones. But I remember they used to have them in the sticks. They'd have them in the individual packs. They have them in the bags with the little different mix of flavors. And this one is called Fruity Bash. And it has lemon, mountain berry, strawberry, pineapple, and orange. And this is a resealable bag, so that's kind of cool. This one you can reseal it. And I remember getting Jolly Ranchers. They had them in a vending machine. They were in like a little foil pack. Oh yeah, let's see. Okay, there we go. Orange. I've had the orange. I kind of remember that one. Orange. This is pineapple. It's kind of white. Then this one's mountain berry. This one is lemon. This one is strawberry. Now that would be different because I have an experiment that I'm probably going to do something with strawberry a little bit later on. Put that one aside. I think I'm going to just try this pineapple one because I've tried all the other ones. I think mountain berry is kind of like a combo of like raspberry and probably like blueberries or something. But I remember, boy, I remember Jolly Ranchers. You used to have them in the little foil packs. They were kind of like bubble gum, and you peeled it off, and they were wrapped in foil. Each individual piece was wrapped in foil, and I remember that was like the big thing. Jolly Ranchers. Then they had them in sticks. They were like flat sticks. They were like, you know, little big. Also used to get them from the ice cream man all the time. The little sticks, they would be like 50 cents a piece or a quarter a piece maybe for the little sticks. Also, this is like classic what they would put in the piñatas, like the Brock's candy, the Jolly Ranchers. Sometimes they would put in bubble gum. That seemed to be like it, but it was like, this was classic hard candy. And these are really good for putting in drinks to do flavors. What you could do is you put them in your soda, your Coke, your Pepsi, whatever it is, and then it's just the flavoring and the sugar, and then it dissolves. You could put cinnamon in the applesauce and make it apple cinnamon. You could put it in different drinks. So they have all kinds of different ones. They've got the cinnamon, they've got the different fruits, they've got the tropical, they've got hard candy. I've even seen gummy candies. I've seen you know, ones with shells, and these were kind of like with Now and Laters and the Jolly Ranchers, and those were like the hard candy. But this one, that one, pretty good. Very intense on that pineapple. Wow. And all the other flavors were good. The one good thing about these was these would last all day long. One of them, you'd have one, and then you'd have like a whole day long you would have Jolly Ranchers. And I remember when you had the sticks, you would wrap them back up and then you'd like put the stick down there and be like, oh wow. Or you'd be able to break it, share it with your friends, share it with your brother or your sister. But I do remember Jolly Ranchers, they give it out at Halloween time. Like I said, birthday parties were like a big time for that. They'd have like a party thing and they'd throw some Jolly Ranchers in there. And very intense flavors. That sour apple and watermelon were kind of like the go-to ones. There for a while they had a Jolly Rancher soda. I think I actually tried them, green apple and watermelon. Those are the kind of go-to. But these ones are a little bit different. They didn't have quite the appeal of the one. I also remember the peach ones. Peach ones were really good. And it seems like I told a story a while back about when I was in grade school and the kids used to pick on me. I had a friend and his name was Troy, and he got left back a couple grades, and he got left back a few grades, and he didn't like to see the kids pick on me, and so he came around and kind of stuck up for me, and they'd come around and he'd be like, hey, they get kids giving you any trouble, and I'll take care of them, just let me know. And I'd be like, okay, thanks, man. Is there anything I can, do for you? He'd say, hey, man, give me some of those Jolly Ranchers and we're cool. I'm like, okay, yeah. So I give him like a bag of Jolly Ranchers or a pack of them or a couple sticks or something like that. And that was my payoff for him. So it was kind of fun. Also, I think I kind of remember like I kind of went into business for myself back then too with the Jolly Ranchers. They had, I think I was able to go down to the store and it was like a pack for 5 cents or 10 cents. Or maybe it was a quarter, I don't know. They were like the individual packs. They had like, 10 pieces or something in there. And I'd buy them for like 5 cents. And I'd go down to the schoolyard and all the kids were there. And I was, hey man, you want some candy? And they're like, yeah. How much? Quarter? So sell it for like a quarter, and then I go back and buy a bunch and bring it down there. And then I think it was like 50 cents. Because a lot of times, kids weren't able to go to the store, or the parents wouldn't let them, wouldn't let them get candy. And then they'd have like a quarter or 15 cents or something like that they usually had like their allowance or piggy bank or something like that, or change drawer at home. I sold them the Jolly Ranchers, but I do remember these a whole lot. And they were some of my favorites. I think my favorite flavor was probably peach was the number one. The cherry was good, but it was very strong. The cherry one was really strong. The watermelon and the sour apple were good. And kind of remember the strawberry, kind of remember the other ones. They had lemon, orange, and the blueberry ones. And they brought in some of these other, I think they had a raspberry one. But it's always good to give these a try. And 3 pieces is 70 calories, so not a whole lot. And this bag will last me quite a while. And like I said, they have the hard ones, they got the chewy ones, they got like the center ones, they got ones with a shell. I think they have sour ones. And they've got all kinds of different ones, and it's always interesting to see the new flavors they put out, the new kinds of them. But I always remember the Jolly Ranchers from when I was little. And I know I had many a share of them throughout the years, and I think they were the most intense flavor of like the hard candy. Like You know, Lifesavers were okay. They were kind of, they were good for their flavors, their regular flavors, but the Jolly Ranchers were always a little more intense. They were like real strong on whatever flavor it was, and like the sour apple, the cherry. I just remember these a lot from when I was little, and it's always fun to go back and get those at the, like I said, they were usually at the ice cream man had them. Sometimes they were up at like the gas station on the bottom. Little fire, they call it fire stick because it was cinnamon fire. And then they had the other ones, cherry, watermelon, green apple. And I always had those. I believe they were only like, you know, a nickel a piece or maybe 10 cents. Some of them were small. I thought at one point they did have, for Halloween, it was like the little mini sticks that you would get before they started making them in the these twistable ones. They were little flat sticks and they were all kind of good. But you know, back in the old days, that was kind of my go-to. Hard candy, Lifesavers or Jolly Ranchers, or they had some other ones I kind of remember. Charms was one of them. I found that recently. They were like a hard pack, 5 different flavors. There was another one I saw, was kind of one, it was like a kind of Lifesavers thing, but mostly I do remember the Jolly Ranchers. They also had the other kind of like hard candy, and it was like strawberry bonbons where they were a coating, and then they had the strawberry filling in the middle. And just a bunch of other different ones. The peppermint, you know, Starlight Mints, the peppermint, also the red hot cinnamon candies. A lot of those different ones, but I always liked Jolly Ranchers because the flavors were so intense and they were kind of a good mix. Like I said, the cinnamon fire was good and all the other fruit flavors really good on top of it. So if you want to go back and kind of relive your past from when you were a kid, pick up a bag or a little small pack of Jolly Ranchers. They're everywhere. Gas stations, Walmart, Target. Like I said, they've got different ones. You can get them at the dollar store. Just pretty much all over. Really good product, and I do remember having these all the time. So if you want to try something, a true classic from the past, at least from when I grew up, go ahead and give them a try. The pineapple one is really good. Like I said, all the other classic flavors are good as well. So, yeah, if you want a little bit of a sweet, like an after dinner kind of thing, get yourself a Jolly Rancher and see if you like it. And, you know, so if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and the notification bell right over there. That way you won't miss any future content, or if I go live, you won't miss the fun. And also, if you were a fan of Jolly Ranchers, go ahead and leave a comment down in the box below. Let me know what your favorite flavor was. My favorite flavor probably was the peach. I know a lot of people were into all the different flavors. Some people didn't even like the hard candy that much, but you know, it was one of my favorites. So anyways, this has been another edition of Classic Candy Corner. I hope you're enjoying these series, and I will still keep out my eyes open for future reviews of things that I can find. So till next time on Drew's Food Reviews, talk to you guys later.